Good afternoon, everybody. Chris Allen here with your weather blast for this June 13th, Monday afternoon. Been a while since we've done a weather blast, but remember the new, format for this is going to be when there's the possibility of a significant weather situation, then we'll do the weather blast. And so we do have at least a developing severe weather situation that we're going to take a look at here. Not today. Today is fine. Gorgeous day. Was outside just pulling up some weeds and getting a little stuff done around the yard I hadn't been able to do in a while because I tell you, the heat and humidity has been awful. But over the course of the weekend, we had that front come through. Of course, Saturday night, we had the storms in the area and had some severe weather. And then yesterday, Sunday, everything started to refresh, and today just feels wonderful, looks very nice. There are some thunderstorms out there, but they're far away from us. As a matter of fact, here is a look at the current map showing a satellite view. This is a visible satellite along with the frontal boundaries, and you can see huge complex of thunderstorms that have been severe all morning into the afternoon, down through parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, and continuing to move south. That is a huge complex of thunderstorms. There have been large hail produced out of this, some very heavy rains, and this thing continues to move off to the south very fast. Notice, though, I want you to pay attention to that warm front that's out to the west of us, that's around Little Rock. That's the warm frontal boundary. We're getting some of the blow-off clouds, some high clouds that you're looking at this afternoon here in southern Kentucky are actually blowing off of those thunderstorms and are now moving into Mississippi, still with a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings out with that complex. Now, the reason why I want you to focus on that warm front, because it is going to become a player in our weather over the next couple of days. Now, let's jump up 12 hours to the frontal boundary situation. Here it is, looking at 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. The front begins to ease toward the Memphis area by about that time, just after midnight. Now, as the front begins to ease this way, we are going to find developing new thunderstorms off to our west and northwest, and those are going to head southeast just like that complex did today, or just like it's doing this afternoon, west of us. What's happening is the high-pressure ridge is beginning to break down, and that's allowing this front to begin to ease a little further to the east. I do expect maybe some of you west of, say, the Land Between the Lakes area overnight tonight could begin to see a few thunderstorms even in your area. But let's jump ahead 24 hours from now. Let's say about 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, and notice where that warm front moves to. It's right into western Kentucky, getting a little bend to it as it's trying to work its way east as the ridge begins to break down. The timing of this is still in question, but I do think that by tomorrow morning, we will begin to see scattered showers and thunderstorms over the western parts of our viewing area, maybe even close to Bowling Green, by about 7 a.m. in the morning till about noon. We could begin to see some storms trying to form into the area, all being forced in by the movement, the northeast movement of that warm front. And that's going to be helping fire these thunderstorms, and they'll be racing, though, from northwest to southeast, again along that boundary. In fact, so much so that the Storm Prediction Center has outlined this area in the slight risk of severe storms for tomorrow. And as you can see, I've put kind of a timeline in that green shaded area, the green arrows indicating early tomorrow morning, midday or so, and then afternoon. You can see how that area is going to start to ease its way east. So that's for Tuesday. Slight risk of severe storms with any of the storms that form. And then here's the day 3 SPC outlook. Again, we're fully in the slight risk area, but it starts to take in even more real estate further east in the central and eastern Kentucky. And we're going to see more storms. In fact, Wednesday could be a bit stormy around here with some pretty good amounts of rain to go with it. As these thunderstorms begin to move through the area. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. We're not issuing a storm condition index just yet for the risk of thunderstorms tomorrow. Shane's going to take a look at things. New model runs come out tonight and then I'll take a look at things in the morning, and maybe by then we'll issue a storm con index probably either late tonight or early tomorrow morning for both tomorrow and Wednesday. But I just wanted to give you a heads up that some significant weather's coming. We're not talking about a tornado outbreak. This is not that kind of a complex. This is more of the same junk that we've been getting when we've gotten storms. I can prepare you now. Get your chainsaws ready. Get the tree services ready. This is going to be another one of those situations where we're going to have a lot of wind, potential wind damage, lots of trees down, things like that. It's going to blow hard and it'll rain hard, maybe some large hail. But this is not a tornado situation. Repeat, not a tornado situation. There could be a few maybe isolated tornadoes embedded in this maybe on Wednesday, but this is going to be more of a damaging wind event as we get into, say, tomorrow afternoon and into Wednesday. So stay connected here. I'll do new weather blast videos as they become necessary. Of course, Shane tonight will have an update on all this, and I'll have an update tomorrow morning on AM Kentucky, live at 5:30 on WBKO ABC. Weather shouts as needed, and, of course, a fresh weather podcast that you can listen to tomorrow morning by 4:30. In the meantime, as I always say, know the weather before it knows you. This has been your Weather Blast. I'm Chris Allen. God bless.